anybody comes on. Who's there? Anybody listening today? Good afternoon. Thursday afternoon. Hey, Bridget. Hi, Angela. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Rita. I'm just very thinly slicing some onion right now. I'm going to put it over on the stove in a moment and caramelize it. Hey, Miss Sybil. Hey, Miss Sybil. Trying to read that. Well, Bridget's asking, what am I cooking? Tonight, I'm cooking chicken Alfredo. So, it's kind of, I use a jar mix, and then I just add to it and modify it. So, I'm cooking this time, fixing to take it. We've had another baby in the family, and so I'm going to go visit with the new baby and the new mommy and daddy, and I'm going to carry them supper. So, I'm carrying them chicken Alfredo. I love chicken Alfredo. Donnie doesn't. Does that surprise y'all? Hey, Alyssa. Donnie doesn't. So I have got Donnie some chicken wings in the air fryer, it's in the pressure now, and then I'm going to air fry it in a moment. So if y'all hear something over here to this side, it's actually my right, but it's probably flipped on the video and looks like it's my left. But anyway, so if y'all hear something over there, that's what it is. Hey, Ashley. All right, so I'm going to start off by heating my skillet up over here. Let me grab my little lighter. All right, got it lit. And I'm going to drizzle some olive oil in my skillet. I feel like it's dark over here. And I'm going to just put a pat of butter in there. My butter's cold. I feel like I probably don't have everything I need tonight. I feel like I've just kind of been rushing around, so I know everybody knows that feeling. It's just how it is. Hey, Whitney. So I have sliced some onions, very thinly sliced some onions. I cut that core off of it. And I'm going to put these in my oil, my olive oil and butter. I'm going to caramelize them a little bit. I hope I get them caramelized. I hope I don't get impatient. I also have on the stove my water, just salted water, and I put a little bit of olive oil in the water too. I'm going to boil my noodles there. I'm just going to use spaghetti noodles. You can use any kind. This is really good with bow ties, but I didn't have any bow ties. So I'm just using spaghetti. You could also use fettuccine, because fettuccine Alfredo, I mean, you know. I don't know, any kind. Penne, any kind of pasta that you like. But I'm just going to use spaghetti noodles tonight. The bow ties would have been really good. I wish I'd have got some bow ties, but I didn't. Hey, Roger. Roger, I'm making chicken Alfredo. But it's not for Donnie. He's not getting any. He doesn't care for it. So I'm going to eat a little bowl of it, and I'm going to take the rest over to my nephew and his wife. And I hope they like it. I've just sliced some onions, and I'm just breaking those apart because I don't want to put them in the pan real thick. Hey, Stacy. So let's see how my butter and it's coming. Let me go ahead and just scoop these up. I didn't do a whole lot because I know they don't love onions, but you know, they're gonna wilt down. Dustin, yeah, I'm taking it to Dustin. That's correct, Roger. So I hope I didn't get too many in there, but you know, used to, we would always take onions out of everything for Dustin. So I know Dustin's not a big onion fan, but I'm gonna put some in there. He's a daddy now. He needs to learn how to eat onions. No, really, I think he does eat them a little more now. So that's good enough. I don't want a whole lot because I don't want to overwhelm for sure. I just did about 1/4 of an onion and really not even all of that. All right, so I'm also going to slice up, thinly slice some baby Bella mushrooms. And again, I'm not gonna just put a ton of them in there. Hi, Miss Carol. How's Carol today? Hey, Tina. So, if I were not taking this to somebody, I would probably also touch it up with some, drop it off by your house, Roger? All right, we'll see about that. You wait on me, okay? If I were just making this for myself, I would also add some red pepper flakes. But I'm not real sure how they feel about the spice. I think they would probably be okay with a little spice, but I'm not sure. So I'm not gonna do that to them. And I might also add spinach, but I don't know if they like spinach. So, you know, taking this to somebody else's house, I'm just gonna kind of keep it simple. Hey, it's probably enough mushrooms too, because I'm not making a great big lot of it. So, it don't take a whole lot. Yeah, my onions are already starting to caramelize. I'm going to caramelize these onions, then I'm going to add the mushrooms, and then I'm going to add a little garlic. And I'm also going to add a little bit of yellow bell pepper. Now, yellow bell pepper to me is a little more mild. I wish I had red, but I used red last night in my kebabs. So I should have switched it and used the yellow, but you know, it really don't really matter. I'm going to just thin slice these too, because I don't know if they like it. So I'm just adding a little bit. And plus, I think if they don't, they can pull them out. Hey, Russell. Hey, Mercedes. So I'm just adding all of this to a jarred sauce. Just kicking it up. In the words of Emerald Lagasse, kick it up a notch or two. You know, Emerald was the first chef that Donnie and I really watched on Food Network. When we first got our satellite back in the mid-90s, and we had Food Network, we got hooked on watching Emerald Lagasse, and we love Emerald. You know, he's not even on Food Network anymore. It's kind of sad. But one of these days, I want to eat some of his food. I have to go to Nolan's Mona Russell. Woo, that pan's hot. Alright, my onions are caramelizing. So what I'm going to do is let these onions caramelize, and it's also flavoring my oil and my butter. And I may have to add a little bit more oil. Let me do that. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the onions and all the veggies after I get them kind of cooked. I'm going to scoop them out, and then I'm going to put my chicken in, and I'm going to put it in that oil that's flavored with all these onions and vegetables and all that, and brown it on both sides and cook it good. You what? Oh, Emerald was on Rachel Ray today? Cool. I love Emerald. So, he's just fun. You know, that's what I liked about him. He's so much fun. I'm just going to chop up 1 clove of garlic. I hope this garlic comes off my fingers because I'll have burning eyeballs again. And I'm just really finely chopping this garlic. It's garlic, as Emerald would say. Or garlic, as I would say. Alright, let me check on my onions because yeah, they're caramelizing pretty good here. My water has come to a rolling boil, so let me grab my noodles. I keep my spaghetti noodles in this jar. I have had this jar since the early 90s. I wonder how many people's got the same one. And I'm going to break mine in half. Yeah, those onions are caramelizing pretty good. Get a few more noodles here. I had to threaten Fagin with a bath. He was over at the door barking and wanting out, and I didn't want to have to worry about him being outside. Put a few more noodles. So, I had to threaten him that I was going to give him a bath. Ooh, I about burnt my onions messing with these noodles. Alright, let me go ahead and throw my mushrooms. I'll throw my pepper. Hey, Martha. Thank you, Martha. That's so sweet. Alright. I'm throwing my peppers and my mushrooms in with the onions. I moved them off the heat for a minute because they were just getting too much. Keep adding a little more oil because I want to flavor that up. And I may not add it all back to the mix. It just depends on how much it seems like it needs. I'm going to add a little more butter and oil. This is what I'm going to brown my chicken in. Hi, Joy. Hi, Peggy. And I'm not going to add the garlic just yet because garlic is really easy to burn and it gets a really bitter taste to it when it burns. Emerald taught me that. Yeah, these are doing good here. And I haven't salted those either yet because the salt to draw the moisture out. And I was really wanting those onions to caramelize. And so when that moisture draws out, they don't caramelize as good. They're more sauteed and sweat. You could use, I used baby bellas this time. You could just use little button mushrooms if you wanted to. Or you don't even have to put mushrooms in them. I'll tell you, hey Joy, thank you Joy. I'll tell you something else that's good in this. And I say this every time I cook something. Y'all are going to think I have this thing with black olives. But black olives are really good in this. But I don't have any. So, Haley, hey girl. Is Reese watching? Reese and Fletcher? So Haley, I'm making chicken Alfredo to bring over to Faith and Dustin tonight. So I am putting mushrooms in it. I can't put mushrooms and stuff for Haley. She's the one that got the lasagna. Well, one of the ones that got lasagna because Jessica got lasagna too. So we got all our babies here safe and sound. We're so blessed. We have an abundance of babies in the White family now. I have 7 great nieces and nephews now, so we're just tickled to death with all of them. They each have the sweetest little personalities, and even the babies, they're coming out with their own little personalities now. It's so neat to see them. Hey, Kimberly. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. You know, this shirt, I got it at Walmart. I was like, hey, that is cute. Kimberly just said she liked my shirt, so thank you, Kimberly. I got it at Walmart. I was shocked, but Walmart's got some cute clothes. I love Walmart. I'm going to put a lid on it for a minute, kind of let it sweat. Actually, let me go ahead and grab up my garlic. And let me stir it in. So now I'm just kind of wilting all the mushrooms down and the few little pepper I put in it down. And it's not hot pepper, it's just sweet pepper, and they're yellow, so they're milder. They don't have, you know, green bell pepper is strong to me. I'll eat it, but I'm not just a huge fan of the green. But the yellow and the red and the orange, they're not as strong to me, and so I prefer those. All right, I forgot to grab. Let me just grab a little bowl. I forgot to grab something to put those over in while I'm browning the chicken. So let me go ahead and grab the chicken for a second. Oh, I got salt over here. I'm gonna just salt this chicken. And maybe put a little bit of black pepper, not a lot, just a. So let me just salt my chicken. This is just boneless, skinless chicken breast. Another thing that's really good in this is shrimp. All right, that's getting hot. Too hot. All right, I'm gonna pull out the vegetables for a minute because I want to brown that chicken on each side. I don't want it to just sit there and sweat. So my oil should be good and flavored. My skillet should have all this good flavor of these vegetables in it. So I'm just gonna pull them out for a second. I'm gonna go ahead, it's got oil in it, but I think it needs a little bit more for my chicken. So just a drizzle more. All right, I'm gonna lay my chicken over in my skillet and get it browning. And I'll season the other side of it once I get it in my skillet. Alright, let me go put this in the sink. And I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper the other side of my chicken. Salt. Oh, peppers are here. And pepper. Let me check on my noodles, my pasta, kind of sticking together. Let me see if I can get it to separate here. Okay. It's doing all right. So I'm gonna let that brown. Let me check on Donnie's chicken. It's almost done. I'm almost ready to turn on fry. Okay, so who we got? We got Susan. Hey, Susan. Jennifer, I'm making chicken Alfredo. I know you guys, or I know part of y'all in your family are gluten-free. So you could, get gluten-free pasta. I'm using this Alfredo sauce. And I don't know if it's gluten-free or not, but I'm sure they make some that is. I ate gluten-free for about a year and a half. Whew. It was the worst year and a half of my life. It did help me. It did help me in a lot of ways for a long time, but then it seemed like it just didn't anymore, and so I just quit it. But I do try to limit my gluten. This is Classico. I've used the Bertrolli, I think is what it's called. I've used different brands before. This is Classico. Creamy Alfredo. It does contain milk, so if you are dairy free, you definitely wouldn't. I can't see real good, so I'm not sure, but I think you can get gluten free. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my chicken because it's kind of running on one side and then the other. Hopefully we'll get brown. It's not super brown, but I'm a little impatient, so. All right, so we're gonna let that brown now. I was talking about black olives. I love black olives in a lot of things, and I'm out of black olives, but they would be good in this. Spinach would be good in it. I just kind of look in the refrigerator and see what I've got and throw it in there. And like I said, a little bit of red pepper flake, man, it just sets it off. Oh, this is gluten-free. Very good. Okay, Jennifer, great. So anybody's gluten-free, hey, get you some. You can get gluten-free pasta. I bought it all the time. Gluten-free pasta and this Alfredo sauce, and touch it up with all these veggies, and you're set to go. They've come a long way with that gluten-free stuff. Definitely have done that. Checking on my pasta over here. I'm gonna see how it's doing. You're supposed to fling it up on the wall, and if it sticks, it's done. Or you can just taste it. It's done. It's almost done. I'm going to go ahead and grab my bowl's over there. I'm going to drain this water off this pasta here in just a second. Yeah, Jennifer, they have came a long way with that gluten-free stuff. I made up a lot of recipes gluten-free when I was eating gluten-free, so... that gluten-free Bisquick, that's the stuff. It really is. It's good to make a lot of things with. I used to make those, like the Cheddar Bay biscuits, like you get at Red Lobster. Make those with Bisquick, any kind, gluten-free or whatever. They're really good. I'll have to make those sometime. They're so simple. You just use Bisquick and then brush them with garlic butter, sprinkle with parsley. You put buttermilk in your mix. It's making me wish I had made some tonight. I'm going to use these little containers to take Dustin and Faith their supper in. So, alright, I'm fixing to drain this water off of my pasta. So y'all just bear with me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh goodness. Alright, here we go. Woo! over there. I'm gonna run some cold water on my pasta too. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna run this cold water and let it hang out for a minute. I'll be right back with ya. I should play some music, you know, like. Okay, I'll hush. Alright. Sorry, I'm back. Alright, y'all didn't talk amongst yourselves. Am I losing you today? Hope I'm not losing you. The chicken's doing pretty good over here. I'm just flipping it. It's not really getting good and brown. Too much water cooked out of it. But that's okay too. It's done. That's the main thing. Now, I want to go ahead. Let me just bring my chicken over. It cooked on each side. It didn't really get brown on both sides, but I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it into kind of cubes, just kind of bite-sized pieces. Hi, Tara. Whitney, I see you said something, but my ponytail holder's blocking it, so when somebody else says something, it'll roll up. I know I should get another tripod that I don't have to use a ponytail holder for, but this one's working pretty good, so you know. Alright, I'm just cutting this chicken up. I'm just mutilating the chicken here. And because I want it to just be kind of, you know, all through there, bite-sized pieces rather than big old hunks. It's almost Friday, everybody. Friday. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? Hey, if you're a Fisher person and in the area, try to come out and support the Tanner Ray Foundation. They're having a fishing tournament Saturday at Clifton, at the marina at Clifton, and I'm planning to go fish that with my hubby. So hopefully you all, if you're a Fisher person, that you can go fishing. A fisherman or a fisherwoman. All right, so I got that done. Now I'm gonna add the sauce. And I'm gonna put the veggies back in it. And I'm just gonna let that kind of hang out. And ruminate just a little. I can't remember who said that. Russell, who called it ruminating? Russell ought to know. He knows all that kind of stuff. Alright, so just mixing this up. And I just left my olive oil and butter in there. There wasn't much in the bottom of the pan, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and start adding my vegetables back. Let's see how that looks. I really feel like it needed some spinach or something. May just add a little something to it. I'm going to go ahead and throw all the veggies in. Let those hang out in there for a little bit. I'm going to put a lid on it and let it simmer just a bit. Hi, Ann. Hey, Kim. Hey, Beth. Martha. Hey, girl. All right, so the pasta is done. The sauce is just kind of coming together now. Just gonna let me turn the heat down a little bit. I don't want it to scorch. I'm just looking in my cabinet to see what I might want to put in it. I would put that Creole seasoning. That rug's gonna trip me up. I would put that Creole seasoning in it, but I'm afraid to spice it up too much because I don't want to, you know, disrupt their systems or anything. Let me stir this up again. It's looking pretty good though. It's got mushrooms and a little bit of onion and mushrooms, garlic. I really think that spinach would have just set it off. But I think this is gonna be pretty good. We're getting there. Hey, Martha Pierce over there in Arkansas. Let me think what we want to talk about. I don't have a lot to say today. It's kind of strange, isn't it? I'm just glad it's Friday Junior. Isn't that what they call it? I want this to bubble. I don't want it to stick, but I just want it to bubble. A salad would pair well with it. Some French bread. Let me show you something. I didn't make these, but I'm going to take credit for them. Can you see these rolls? No, I'm not going to take credit for them. I'm going to deliver them. Jill made these rolls. So they're going to have some good old rolls to go with it. She also made a dessert, so it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, it's bubbling now. It's starting to bubble. Like I said, shrimp would be good in this. Chicken, shrimp and chicken together is good in it. It's good just by itself, actually. I'm going to eat a little bit of it, and then I'm going to take the rest of them. These little containers are pretty handy when carrying something that's a little warm and messy. Normally, I would go ahead and just mix the noodles and the sauce together, but I don't want it to dry out. So I'm going to put the noodles on the bottom. I don't want that one. That one's kind of a big clump of stuck together noodles. I'm going to put noodles on the bottom, and then I'll put sauce on top. And I'll make them both a little dish of it. Some of those noodles just got a little clunky. Probably too much, but they probably don't eat as much as I do. Looking at them, you can tell that they don't. They both look like models. Alright, this is looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and just make me a little bowl of it and bring it over and show it to you. Something that I do a lot of times, because I know I've cooked pasta a lot here lately, but I try not to eat a lot of pasta. So something that I do to kind of limit my pasta intake, when I make spaghetti, I'll make spaghetti squash as well, and I'll use mostly spaghetti squash, and I'll just add a few of the spaghetti noodles just so that I know I've had some spaghetti. And And that's how I usually eat my spaghetti. I didn't have any spaghetti squash tonight, but one day I'm going to cook some spaghetti squash and show you how that comes out. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just bring this whole thing over and show you how it looks. See how good that looks? All the different little vegetables are showing up in there. And I'm going to go ahead and just scoop some on top of mine. I'll save them the rest. If you had some Parmesan cheese, sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on it. I think I do have a little bit in the refrigerator. But let's see how it comes out. I wish I had some spaghetti squash to show y'all, because it is good. That's pretty tasty. There we go. Chicken Alfredo, y'all. It is good. Boy, it would be good with a piece of that roll with the garlic on top of it, because she puts garlic and butter and everything on top of her rolls. But that's it, y'all. Fast and easy. That was really quick. So you should give it a try. Chicken Alfredo. I love that stuff. It's good enough if you just open the jar and dump it in. But adding all of these other flavors to it just enhances it and makes it even better. So give it a try. If there's things that your family won't eat, leave it out. But you know, if you put it in there, they might be surprised and they might eat it if they don't know it's there. So there we go, y'all. I hope you have a great evening. Not sure if I'll be back tomorrow or not, but I'll probably see you or talk to you sometime between now and Monday. Come on out to the marina at Clifton on Saturday if you get a chance and fish in the Tanner Ray Foundation tournament, and hope to see you there and hope to see you back here at the next video. Bye-bye. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. I'm already saying have a good weekend. It's just Thursday. I'm getting excited.